this just goes to show that it's not just Jeffrey Epstein that Donald Trump was involved with that's a sick prick, that was an ephebophile, a pedophile. Like, this is a ring of people that surrounded Donald Trump very comfortably, that all seemingly engaged in the same sexual acts with children. But when you dig down deeper, you get to see just how many of Donald Trump's associates, colleagues, best friends were engaged in just the most egregious criminal acts with children, literally cheating on their wives with 15-year-old kids. Sickos. All right, let's take a look at this. This was a MeidasTouch video in which they uncovered some new footage as it pertains to Donald Trump. I'll let Ben explain a little bit of it, and then we'll take a look at the video here. Again, this is Donald Trump. Let's see. The name of the video is Hidden Trump Videos Found by Meidas as Secrets Surface. So let's just see if we can see a little bit of what Ben's talking about. I'm going to speed him up just a little bit. My apologies, Ben. But here we go.
We here at the MeidasTouch Network have this exclusive report for you. We've managed to locate video from a 1991 beauty pageant called Look of the Year that Donald Trump threw with a guy named John Casablancas from Elite Model Management. Casablancas died in 2013, allegedly from throat cancer. Casablancas had affairs, sexually assaulted 15-year-old girl, 17-year-old girl. I'm going to go through Casablancas' background with you. We hear a lot about Trump's connections with Epstein. Donald Trump was also very close with this Casablancas guy who Elite Model Agency was used to prey on underage girls as well. All right, so let me share this with you. You have Donald Trump at this 1991 beauty pageant. Here are some of the photos that we have. You see him right here. The little girls would come into the room, again, mostly underage. They would come into the room in bathing suits, very little clothing, and he would sit there and he would judge them and he would determine if they can make it through the next round. Here are some of the photos we've been able to identify. You can see Donald Trump right there looking at these girls who he made wear the bathing suits and kind of walk in front of him. And again, some of these girls as young as 14. Here's a photo of what the actual competition looked like from the 1991 Look of the Year. This was from the Guardian's report on it. Let me read for you what they said, what happened the night before the event. Then I'm going to show you some of the video that we've been able to locate at the MeidasTouch Network. So this was a photo from the Guardian article, a still from a previously unseen footage of the 1991 Look of the Year finale. Their article is from about 10 years ago or so. Teen models, powerful men, and private dinners when Trump hosted Look of the Year. It's actually from 2020. In the early...
And just to let you guys know, this video currently has over 3 million views from a day ago. So people are paying attention. People are getting active on this story. People are watching and learning about Donald Trump and his involvement with, children, with pageants. We've heard of him going backstage and looking at naked girls, some of them underage for his fucking beauty pageants that he had. This just, again, goes along and kind of corroborates and confirms all of that stuff.
In the 1990s, Donald Trump judged the world's biggest modeling competition, since hit by allegations of abuse. This is how people who were there remember it. On September 1st, 1991, a large private yacht cruised toward the Statue of Liberty. It was a clear, breezy evening, and from the upper deck of the Spirit of New York, a golden sunset could be seen glinting off the Manhattan skyline. Downstairs, a party was in flow. Scores of teenage girls in evening dresses and miniskirts, some as young as 14, danced under disco lights. It could have been a high school prom were it not for the crowd of older men surrounding them. As the evening wore on, some of the men, many old enough to be the girls' fathers or even grandfathers, joined them on the dance floor, pressing themselves against the girls. One balding man in a suit wrapped his arms around 2 young models, underage girls, leering into the film camera that was documenting the evening. Can you get some beautiful women around me, please? The party aboard the Spirit of New York was one of several events that Donald Trump, then 45, attended with a group of 58 aspiring young models that September. Again, mostly underage girls. And it talks about how this was part of the Elite Look of the Year competition. Elite Model Management was run by John Casablancas. He since died in 2013. So Casablancas' marriage to his second wife, Jeanette Christensen, ended in 1983 when it was revealed he was having an affair with a 15-year-old girl who he described as a woman child, is how he described the girls that he would be with. He called them woman child. This was, again, one of Donald Trump's best friends. And then he had a marriage to Aline Worlminger.
So this just goes to show that it's not just Jeffrey Epstein that Donald Trump was involved with that's a sick prick, that was an ephebophile, a pedophile. Like, this is a ring of people that surrounded Donald Trump very comfortably, that all seemingly engaged in the same sexual acts with children. And this looks like a widespread circle of people that Donald Trump was very, very, very close with, that all engaged in the same sort of criminal acts with children. It's funny how it's not just, people seem to dig down deep and to kind of spotlight the Jeffrey Epstein part of this, and rightly so, obviously. But when you dig down deeper, you get to see just how many of Donald Trump's associates, colleagues, best friends were engaged in just the most egregious criminal acts with children, fucking literally cheating on their wives with 15-year-old kids. Fucking sickos.
Who was a 17-year-old from the Look of the Year competition. A 2020 Guardian investigation into Elite's Look of the Year competition uncovered allegations from former contestants and industry insiders that these competitions, the events that I'm about to show you that Trump attended as well, were used by Casablancas and others to engage in sexual relationships with vulnerable young models, some of whom were teenagers. The allegations range from
just so we can get to the video here, because we're kind of running out of time. Just going to fast forward just a little bit here. I think it starts a little bit like kind of right here. So let's see if we can get into it. Only a couple minutes left, guys.
Dancing, and just watch for yourself. Let's play it.
The Look of the Year contest is the ultimate contest for women that want to go all the way in the modeling business.
Featuring 58 of the world's most beautiful young women competing for more than $700,000 in prizes. Wow. A chance of a dream come true. Career as one of modeling's superstars. We'll take you behind the scenes and onto the runway. You see the fun, feel the excitement. You will pick your favorite, along with our panel of expert and celebrity judges. Enjoy front row VIP seats at our gala evening. One of these contestants will be selected as the Girls Look of the Year.
And then here's another clip where it talks, and you heard Donald Trump there as well. So here's another clip right here of the kind of pre-competition to get into the finals, if you will. And just watch how creepy this is. Here, play this clip.
58 contestants participated in an exhaustive round of personal interviews designed to help our judges discover what
is the reason? What is the fucking reason that Donald Trump himself needs to be sitting there judging these girls? What the fuck is the reason for that? I mean, even if, right? I mean, I'm sure these things on their own aren't fucking strange. I'm sure these things happen all the time, right? There's pageants with young girls. There's TV shows about pageants with young girls. I'm sure this is a very fucking, as long as you don't have pedophiles and ephebophiles sitting there judging the women. Like, shouldn't women be judging the women? Like, wouldn't people that actually know, like the business and like just on the fucking that level alone, before you even get down to how disgusting it is, does not make sense by itself. Like, why is he sitting there judging these? Nobody thought that to be strange. Nobody thought that to be weird, right? Just this guy sitting there, fucking the owner or whatever, the runner of the pageant, sitting there judging these guys. Like, nobody thought to be like, hey, maybe we shouldn't let these older gentlemen here sit here and judge the women, the girls, excuse me, my apologies, the underage girls in fucking bikinis. Maybe that shouldn't be a thing. I don't know.
Each one special.
That's that was John Casablancas there, just in case you're wondering, there on the left-hand side. Let me see. So not him, but right.
Designed to help our judges discover what makes each one special.
This guy right here in the white, I believe, is John Casablancas, if I'm not mistaken.
Serious, huh? Okay. Thank you very much, Amy.
The concentration was intense inside the judging room.
Yeah, you like that girl? Yeah, I liked her. Yeah, I really liked her. Can you have her come back to my plane after this? How old is she? 13? Yeah, that'll do. You sick bastards. Oh, God, it makes me so fucking mad.
Yes, you are. And out.
I'm just so excited.
Each girl was considered not only for her beauty and poise, but also for her personality. And that
all right, I think you guys get the picture on this one. I mean, just disgusting stuff all the way around. New information coming out by the minute. as it pertains to Donald Trump and his involvement with Jeffrey Epstein, his involvement with young women, his sexual abuse of women in the workplace in front of Jeffrey Epstein, his drawings sent to Jeffrey Epstein, his letters sent to Jeffrey Epstein, his financial involvements with Jeffrey Epstein, the financial involvements that he's hiding with the DOJ, and just how big this cover-up now is involving Pam Bondi, the DOJ, Kash Patel and the FBI, and Donald Trump at the White House.